What's up, this is Squad 24 for today we're following Skidsteer Sound Team video. Today we'll be plowing commercial properties here on the mowing map. We'll be using the Chevy 2500HD with a western plow, the John Deere tractor with the snowblower attachment, and the John Deere Skidsteer with a box plow. We'll be hopping in the Chevy and we'll be plowing out our house before we head over to the motel. And we'll actually turn on the LED lights that this truck does come with. Very cool truck, and I think we'll kind of first raise our plow, kind of drive out to start, and it is pretty deep snow, but the truck should be able to drive out, and I think it's going to be a bit easier kind of starting out here at the entrance of the driveway, and we will also not be piling up the snow on the neighbor's property. So that's pretty good how we got turned around here in the snow. There's a foot of snow, but this truck is very nice, very strong and powerful, so it does work pretty well. So we'll kind of be pushing all of the snow over here to the left, and we'll kind of plow out our walkway, and we'll kind of replace any grass that we do damage in the spring. But as you guys can see, we pretty much are going to make a pile right about there, and I'm very excited for snow plowing today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be plowing out the motel, our brand new plow shop, and also a gas station right across the street, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll kind of come over here and push all of the snow. Now I did get this map seasons ready, but I did run into a few problems with it. That's why I am holding off on the release of the next version. It is seasons ready though, and I am kind of working out the last few problems, which is very exciting because we'll be able to do a lot of snow plowing videos. But as you guys can see, we're using this Chevy 2500 Duramax flatbed with the Boss sander in the back, which is pretty cool, and we actually have to push back the snow just a little bit more because there is a garage door right over there, the brand new 3-car garage. Pretty cool to even park some trucks in at the spawn. So kind of push all this snow. Looks like we only have a few more passes here, but this is one very cool plow truck and it looks awesome. I would like to thank each and every one of you for the continued support on the daily content. You guys really did enjoy the plow shop upgrade, which was pretty cool. We actually just got this truck over there, and I do drive the 2017 Ford to the house, but I did kind of go over there before today and before today's snowstorm to kind of switch it out for this. But as you guys can see, we pretty much plowed this out, which was perfect. I mean, it came out pretty good clearing this out. Very nicely done. So we'll kind of clean up this little section right over here, push back the piles, and some of these trucks aren't best for pushing them back, but this Duramax definitely has a lot of power, and having all of that weight in the back actually adds a lot of traction for us. If you do have any cool plow truck ideas, let me know down below in the comments. But as you guys can see, we have plowed out our house, which is pretty cool. We'll kind of put the plow level, and if we put it at an angle, it will actually plow out as we kind of drive, which we do not want to do. So we'll be making our way over to the motel. It's just down the street, and I think that the Duramax should be able to handle this smaller commercial lot, and we'll do the gas station with the John Deere skid steers. But as you guys can see, we have arrived here at the motel. It's a very nice, pretty medium-sized property for us. So I believe that the entrance, as you guys can see, the grass kind of does come through the snow just a little bit, but the entrance is just about here. So we're going to get turned around, and it looks like we are in a pretty good location. We'll drop the plow down, and we'll start plowing. It looks like we did a really good job estimating that, and it looks like there's just way too much snow in the front of this truck, which does cause a few problems. But take a look at that. We came pretty close to that sidewalk, and we do have to kind of back up and re-push this just because there's too much snow in front, and looks like we are running into a bit of a problem, as you guys can see. But this isn't too much snow. As we do continue throughout this season, we will be getting much larger snowstorms. I think it will be pretty cool to get like a 3-foot snowstorm. That would be a pretty cool thing to kind of clear, and I do apologize for how this works, but we will be doing some throwback videos to some FS15 plowing, which should also be a very cool thing. But as you guys can see, we did a pretty good job so far. I think that having it at an angle does sometimes cause some problems, and as you guys can see, we actually have like a top view. Very cool. It kind of works, and I mean, I might move the camera up just a little bit. Let me know if we should do that, but I think we'll kind of do just a little bit of snow plowing with this view. As you guys can see, this Duramax really does have the power to push back all of the snow, which is good. I think that this is a great truck, pretty medium sized for us. And I hope you guys are having a great day today. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. And I also would like to know if we should be doing more snow plowing a week. And since, like I was saying, winter is pretty much here, I want to do as much snow plowing as we can before the season does end. So I think we'll kind of angle the plow away from the motel building and we'll kind of plow over here. It looks like we did scrape up the sidewalk just a little bit. We might have to look into replacing that, but wow, doing a pretty good job plowing so far. And we'll kind of switch out of this, and I really do like this Duramax in the dark red. Dark red is one of my favorite truck colors, and having these LED lights on it front and back is also a pretty cool feature. But as you guys can see, we did plow out the motel, which was pretty cool. We'll be making our way over to the brand new plow shop. If you haven't already, I do recommend you go watch the moving video, because we did get some new equipment, which was a pretty cool thing. And it looks like we are just about to overdrive the street, but looks like we are kind of heading over there. And like I was saying, we'll be using the box plow to kind of clear our shop area, very large, but we'll also use a snow blower. And then as you guys can see, there's the gas station, pretty cool. So we have arrived here, and I actually will pretty much just be parking on the grass kind of right over here, and I think that that's going to be good just about there for us. We might have to expand the parking lot maybe in the spring, but we'll kind of walk over here, and I think we'll go inside this door if it allows us. And like we were saying, guys, I do have it seasons ready, but there is a few problems, so I'm not using that version, and that is why there's snow in the building. But we'll kind of come over here and open this up. We'll be using the snow blower with the John Deere to kind of clear the snow away from the shop. It's a little bit easier doing it that way, so we'll kind of make it so that we can do that, and we'll kind of get into position, turn our beacon lights and hazard lights on. And I do want to have the snow go pretty far away, so we'll kind of have it angled right about there. We'll kind of pull forward just a little bit, and we'll kind of start to clear the snow with the snow blower. And as you guys can see, this is a very realistic snow blower. I also wanted to do this back section over here because I do not want too much snow piling up. So it looks like we did a pretty good job making the turn over there. We'll kind of continue, and as you guys can see, we do have two trailers here. Now I did park them in front of each other to give us more room in the back because there's not too much, and we do not want much snow piling up back here. But as you guys can see, this snowblower attachment really does work well, very realistic, which is awesome. I do strive for the realism in all of the videos. So as you guys can see, in some parts I do like using the snowblower attachments. It's a bit easier, and the snow goes where we do want it. So that's pretty much it for this section, and we'll kind of get just a little bit closer to the fence. As you guys can see, we did that, so next up we'll be rotating this the opposite way, and we'll be going along the building once more to kind of create just a little bit more distance. And I mean, we could pretty much use this to clear out the entire parking lot, but I do not really want to do that, so we'll just kind of switch over to the John Deere with a box plow. And I mean, this might be a bit easier for us, and we might just have to look into using this. But as you guys can see, we could really only go up to here. I did kind of test it before. Since it's not season ready, I did make sure that we were able to use some of these shops and areas to kind of clear. But up next, we'll be hopping into the John Deere tracked skid steer. It looks like we did kind of disconnect that bucket, and not the best thing to do once you hop on the inside. But we'll kind of drop this down. Now the hydraulic system is a bit slow, but it still should work pretty well. And take a look at that, guys, how easy this is to clear with these box plows. I mean, these box plows really do work pretty nice, and that's awesome for us. So I actually want to see, can we push it the entire length? I'm not sure, because I mean, there is a lot of snow here, and that's going to pile up pretty fast on us, but we'll definitely give it a try, because that would be pretty efficient for us. So as you guys can see, we are pretty much pushing a lot of snow here, and then this is pretty much right when it kind of shows that we just have way too much kind of pushing, so we definitely cannot go the entire length, which is okay. Good thing that we kind of found that out now, and we'll kind of just have to kind of continue to push with the amount of snow we have and just make it work. But as you guys can see, we were able to do it. Not too much snow here at the end, and the controls for this is also reversed, which I will have to kind of learn, but we'll kind of continue to do it this opposite way. I think that smaller passes is a bit easier, but you guys can see that we do have a nice heated cab in, which is pretty helpful for us. I really do like snow plowing here in Farming Simulator. It's a very cool thing we get to do, and also using the different types of trucks and equipment, from the skid steers to the snow blowers to all of the different pickup trucks. It's a lot of fun, and I do appreciate each and every one of you supporting the daily content. I do appreciate each and every one of you supporting the daily videos here on the channel. You guys are awesome with all of that feedback. But as you guys can see, I mean, this does take us just a little bit more time, especially since we do have a smaller box plow and this is only a skid steer. But we should be able to do it, and then we'll be going over to the gas station just across the street. And I mean, that's a pretty small lot, which is pretty cool, and it's pretty close by. And I mean, just drive right across the street to the next one. That's pretty efficient. If you do have any cool video ideas for snow plowing, let me know down below in the comments. We did move to this larger shop, which was pretty cool. I did want a shop that had a very large area for us to store everything indoors, since with the snow, we would have had to preheat the majority of the diesels and even some of the equipments like the skid steer. So having everything indoors for snow plowing is a lot easier for us. But as you guys can see, I mean, this is going to take us quite a bit of time, and sometimes you might even have to do 2-3 passes in the same area. But I think we'll kind of just do a few more over here, and then we'll kind of just do a little bit more over there. But I really do like this John Deere, pretty cool. But I will look into kind of speeding up the arm movement. I think that might need to be worked on. Other than that, maybe add some LED lights. I think that'll be also a pretty cool thing to do. But I do have very cool videos planned, and I do actually have a video coming up building the new computer, and then I will be doing a setup video like a few of you guys have asked. So stay tuned for those. You guys will be seeing my gaming setup for the new year, which will be awesome. But as you guys can see, I mean, we are going to push a lot of snow right here. Looks like the tracks are having just a little bit of problems, but that's going to be it pretty much for this section. We'll kind of go on to the next one, which is kind of in the front area, and we pretty much did not lift up the box plow just enough, but we should be good. And I actually want to see, can we push all the snow over here? I mean, less turning around and everything might be a bit easier for us. And take a look at that, guys. We should be able to do it. This will be much faster for us and probably be even just as efficient. The Seasons mod does make all of this snow plowing possible, which is also a very cool thing. It's very easy to use. You just install it and kind of wait for the winter season. But as you guys can see, we are kind of pushing it up right against the fence, which could run into some problems. If we push too much ice, snow, heavy snow, we could pretty much damage it. So hopefully we do not damage it and have to replace the entire fence. And sometimes once there's a lot of snow, you could just kind of stockpile it right above it, which is also pretty cool. But like we're saying, guys, we do still have the gas station, and this is our last pass over here before we kind of make our way over there. But overall, I really do like this shop. It is a bit of a larger shop and a larger kind of lot, which does take a bit of time, but I do like it a lot. Fits us pretty well. And I mean, this was the old construction shop, and we will be doing some winter construction. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll still make it work. So as you guys can see, we'll just kind of plow out this entrance, just one pass, and then we'll kind of make our way over there. And like we're saying, some spots do not really work plowable wise, just because it's not seasons ready. But we made it over here to the gas station, the final one of the day. We'll lower down the box plow and we'll get started off. And I mean, the snowblower attachment should be very helpful for us, but I thought since we are using this, we'll just kind of continue to use this. And as you guys can see, looks like there was a lot of snow draft with the snowstorm, because I mean the snow did go underneath where there is the big port, and with the Seasons mod I will make it so that there is not too much snow over there, if not very little, to make it pretty realistic, because too much snow will not pile up over there. But as you guys can see, we are making quick work of this, which is pretty cool. I really do like to be very efficient. And I mean, turning around here, take a look at this. This turning is awesome. Just about to kind of go into that pole, but we were able to kind of go around it. And it looks like we just have a little too much snow in front. So we'll kind of lift this up, kind of unload all of it. We'll back up here and kind of get this section again. And like I was saying, we can't have too much snow in front. We do have to watch out for that dumpster right over there, because we do not want to kind of plow that in, because they will be unable to remove any of their trash. But it looks like some of the areas will have to be kind of shoveled out by hand, or even like a mini snow blower, and I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do, get a mini one. And maybe even for like the walker mower, since I know that some of the mowers that we do use do have winter attachments, all season attachments, which is pretty cool. But I think I will kind of finish up this last pass here, then we'll call it a day. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's snow plowing video here on the mowing map, where we did plow out the gas station, our shop, and the motel, along with our house here at the start. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for many more snow plowing videos. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.